Exit stage left. Goomy. Enter Sliggoo. Hello everybody, this is Pokey King 506, and I'm going to be giving you some insight on what I thought of X and Y episode 61. Into the Badlands, fight Goomy. And in this episode, I overly enjoyed it. We all, as a group, thought that Ash's Goomy stepped up, and when Pokemon step up, you always want to see them go to the next level, and exactly that happened in this episode. Sure, we got spoiled that Goomy is going to be evolving very quickly, but I like this evolution sequence. This sequence involved Ash taking a shot from a wild Grumpig after he abused various Pokemon, including the Dene and Spoink. And when you are constantly abusing Spoink after Spoink after Spoink, and when Team Rocket locks you in a cage, you want to see if there's a moment to escape. And Goomy and Dedenne thought it was a good time to see if we can get a key that I believe James left on a rock, and for some unknown reason why it was left on a rock, but that's just my point. So in this episode, as the episode progressed from start to finish, Goomy stayed out the entire episode. And when the whole evolution event happened, you saw Ticker with Ash's reflection in Goomy's eye. And we know that event is going to be happening a lot recently, involving several characters. And for X and Y61, this Grumpig, he was sinister. He felt that he was excluded, apparently, and he wanted some food and water, and Team Rocket appears, and they goad this Grumpig into siding with them, so they just go and make a plan to, I think, just get recognized. But Team Rocket in this episode, I thought, was best wishes kind of evil. Like, they just went in there, man. When you have Team Rocket at their best, they make these plans that are structurally good, and that is exactly what we got in this episode, with Team Rocket goading the main group, Ash, Serena, Bonnie, and Clement, into a cage. In a cave after Grumpig opened fire with all the Spoink that he used Psychic to mind control them, so the whole event happened, and when they're in the cage, Clement notices that the structural integrity of the rocks are weakened for some unknown reason, but if they use a Pokemon, they could break themselves free. So Ash's Frogadier was used to use Water Pulse repeatedly on this corner of the rock. They break the cage down. Ash takes a shot from the Grumpig. Goomy, reflection, evolution, yada yada yada. But the event that I truly respected in this episode was Dedenne. And Dedenne sadly was knocked out unconscious, well, fainted, as Pokemon trainers call it, but he went went up against this Grumpig and trying desperately to get this key away from the Grumpig. And then, since Grumpig didn't notice Goomy, Goomy was left all alone, unattended, and then Dedenne was knocked unconscious, fainted, but that whole sequence I thought was the hallmark of this episode. And that hallmark led to Goomy's evolution into Sliggoo. And Bonnie commanded Dedenne against the fight against the Grumpig while Ash and Frogadier were trying to break themselves free. And eventually they did, but at a cost of Dedenne being fainted. So when that comes into play, and then Goomy comes into play, Ash commanded Goomy while he was shoulder tackling the cage, and when that cage is broken down, that Iron Tail comes in. I'm surprised that it didn't come sooner, but when Goomy's continuing to use Bide, but when the evolution happened between Goomy to Sliggoo, Sliggoo apparently learned how to be Spider-Man, and I thought that was hilarious because there was a shot of Sliggoo upside down, hanging to the cave's top of the wall, or however you want to call it, and ceiling's the word, and the cave ceiling. So during that moment, Sliggoo learns how to use Dragon Breath and just obliterates that Grumpig. Like, that should have been done in the first place. And the mind control stops, and then the event with Team Rocket, because of their partnership, but Team Rocket says your services are no longer required, we got what we came for. And then Grumpig's all heartbroken, and he's all depressed. And then when Ash comes back, comes to see where Team Rocket ended up, Sliggoo goes up against Inkay and Pumpkaboo at the same time. Sliggoo uses Dragon Breath to counter off Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse, I believe. Is either that or Psywave and Shadow Ball. Yeah, it's Psybeam and Shadow Ball. And then Pikachu Thunderbolts Team Rocket. There you go, Sayonara. And the event that I didn't like about this episode, that Grumpig was forgiven under a misunderstanding. I think he should have worked towards rewarding himself in the eyes of the Spoink after all the events that occurred. But that didn't happen. And yeah. So I like this episode a lot. This episode was a Sliggoo evolution episode, and recently we've hit a good stretch in the X and Y anime with hit after hit after hit. We have the gym battle in X and Y 58, Frogadier versus Go-Goat in the Q-Marine City Gym. Then we have 59. That is Ash and Serena's first date, which was funny. Episode 60, Serena's character development. And then this is the first episode with Serena's full new design in the flesh. First full episode of new Serena. And that is exactly what we got. Team Rocket's Jessie noticed this, and she commented Did you have your heart broken? Did someone make make a bad thing, and yada yada yada? So then Serena was like, no, it's for me. It's all for this person, and it's me, myself, and I. You don't have to worry about it. And since Jesse will be participating in the Tripokalon, I can see them being rivals, but not conventional rivals because they meet on a day-to-day basis. So, all in all, XY61 I gave 5 stars, and that is how I'm going to be rating episodes, is by star quality, and we got 5 full stars from this episode, and good job, X and Y. You are raising the bar every episode. Sure, the fillers are not deemed important, but I think it is needed asset to have, and when you look at it logically, you don't want to hit after hit after hit, because that can get stale, even though that something is going to be happening to said character. There's a needed break, and break between hit after hit after hit and success after success. There is needed an acquainted balance between fillers and structurally important episodes, and that is exactly what we are in right now. We are in a rush of success, and that is what I'm loving about X and Y. Hit a like if you like this video, hit the subscribe button if you really liked it. All in all, Sliggoo for the win.